Hello everybody, this is Nintendo 14. Welcome back to more Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door playthrough. Last time, we began our adventures through Rogueport, and this time, we brought Professor Frankly along, and we also have Goombella with us as a first party member of the game. And we're going to be exploring the Rogueport sewers. Now that we're in the hunt for, with this treasure map, we can, with Professor Frankly, then he'll show us the way on where to go in search of this crystal star stuff. But before we get do any of that, we got some Goombas here. Nice, just thugs. Man, what a fine looking Goomba with the tubby mustache like that. Oh, it's so sweet that you guys think I'm cute, seriously. Yeah, guys like you make me totally barfing. Now get out of our way. Ouch, that was cold. Man, we too good for us. Come it off, sister. Nobody sings like that. Nobody, let's get them. Alright, here's our, aside from the tutorials, this is our first battle with our party member, Goombella. Which, Goombella will come into Goombella will come into a big play for us in this entire playthrough. Which is a thing I'll go over in just a bit, but right now we have some new enemies here. A Goomba, Spiky Goomba, and then a Paragoomba. Professor Frankly was just telling us, the spike, don't jump on that. And for the Paragoomba, you have to jump on that because the hammer won't reach. You can press Y to change the order you to attack in. So if I wanted to, I can have Goombella attack us, or attack first, which I will do because there's one thing that I want to do with Goombella. And not in the wrong way, but like, just have her do something for me. So, here's the head bonk. It works just like Mario's jump, but I believe the timing is a little bit different, maybe by a hair, but nothing that's real too unique to Goombella's head bonk compared to Mario's jump. But the second ability, which is a tattle, you can use this on almost any enemy, and this works just like Goombario's tattle from the first game, which means you can tattle an enemy and make sure you have the line thing up. That's something new from this game. But once you do it successfully, you get to tattle them. That's a Goomba. Yeah, I'm one of those, in case if you hadn't noticed. It says here, Goombas are the underlings of underlings. That's totally rude. What does he say? That's totally rude. Magic XP is 2. They have an attack power 1, defense power of 0. So I'll be doing this just like I did back in the first game, where I'm going to be going ahead and tattling every single enemy that we come in contact to. And I'm just going to play on the safe side and just do some guards. Maybe some other time, but not for right now. Alright, so that was our first enemy. This next one, we have the Spiky Goomba. Spiky-headed Goomba, what a creative name. The spike is super pointy, so it's better to hit him with the hammer than jump on it. Match XP 2, attack power is 2, defense power is 0. Thanks to that spike, they have a little bit more power to them. The addition of the spike means you'll hurt your feet if you jump on it. Duh. Alright, so with that, we'll just do just that and just use the hammer. Simple as that. We gotta fend off the Paragoomba one more time. We're not doing a good job on that. Let's go for the tattle one more time and get our Paragoomba. We'll probably get into the head bonk thing with Goombella. It's in a battle that's coming up pretty soon. That's a Paragoomba. Basically a Goomba with wings. I'm jealous. Drink a lot of Red Bull. Max XP is 2, attack power is 1, defense power is 0. You can't hammer it while it's flying, but rough it up and it'll totally plummet. So in case if we screw up the action command, we can get it to fall down and we can hit it again with our hammer. From there on it'll be just a regular Goomba if we can knock it down once. And one thing that you did see, that little pink text, that was a stylish. I wanted to hold off on doing it until the proper time is right, but you can press A again while you're in the middle of doing your attack, and you can make Mario or specific characters like Goombella. They can do tricks. It's more useful later on. And also another thing returning from the first game is first strikes. So if an enemy catches sight of you, be sure to thump them as you go into battle so you can get an edge on the competition, which is not really competition, but just a battle thing, which allows you to just get a free hit on the enemy before the battle even starts. It's really useful. Say if you want to end end battles a lot quicker than you want them to. Especially for speed runs. That's really useful, but you know, actually in this case speed runs are they avoid all the enemies altogether. But in like a minor speed run, shall we say. Alright, so we got a few more enemies here. Since these battles are going to be really short, and they only take about 1 or 2 hits. So in case if there's like a battle that takes too long, because there are going to be some battles here, and not all of them I'm going to be showing. Maybe just the required battles, but for this playthrough I'm going to be going through as many battles as I can. Just the sake of leveling up and just getting more experience. Which is, the experience is what's key with the RPGs. So in my opinion, try and do as much leveling up and just try and do as many battles as you can as we're going along here. So for right now, these battles only take about just 1 action, and that's why I'm not going to be cutting it out, and I'm just commentating through it. But yeah, there are going to be some long battles that I have to skip. Alright, so we got those blocks. You just hit your hammer regularly, and here's this one room that is going to become really special to us later on, especially for some really famous stuff later along the road. But for right now, there's not much we can do. Because of that big switch, we can't do much, and same goes for that big block. So we'll make a note of this place, and we'll come back here later. Because I'm nice, I want to keep that one block. It's like a tradition of mine as of late, where I keep that block. I think like first timers also hit that other block, but behind this area right here, there's a star piece. And just another thing that won't come into play until later. Alright, so as I was talking about the first strike, there's also some enemies that can do their own first strikes, such as this enemy right here. We're going to be channeling it just like we did with the Goombas. So we got a glance that was called a Spinnia. This is a totally weird creature, completely new to the universe of Paper Mario, made of thin papery boards. Looks totally unique. Nobody knows much about these creatures actually, because they're just brand spanking new. Match HP is 3, attack power 1, defense power 0. Its attacks are super swift, so it should be pretty easy. Just give it a hiya. So anyways, is that. So the 3 HP is going to be posing a problem for us, because that means that we have to give it an extra hit with our extra commands, because all of our attacks will do a maximum of 2 for right now. Let's make sure we hit that. Probably you didn't say anything. You didn't hear me say anything just a while back, because instead I was going to go over the fact that I missed that action command. I'm just showing off for the cameras. Just limpering up, man. Now here's Goombella's attack for once. Either if I didn't show it in the last battle. But yeah, we're nailing these action commands. I think in case if I didn't go over that other action command that you could do in terms of defense, but what I just pulled there is a super guard. That's new to Paper Mario. In terms, if you time it right, and rather than pressing A, if you press B, then there's that window where you can do a counter attack, and all defense or all attack that you could have taken, it goes down to 0, and instead your enemy takes damage by just 1. All right, so getting from one new thing to another. This is a black chest. We'll go ahead and read the dialogue starting now. See, long ago, an evil spirit cast a curse on me, locking me inside this box. I was bummed. I've been here ever since, waiting for a long time for the hero to come by. So yeah, anyway, big guy, what gives a hero like you to a place like this? Here, Mario, a word with you. I'm not exactly confident that we can trust this box. I think it may be best not to mention that we're looking for the crystal stars. Well, drat. I just said out loud, what's wrong with me? Oh yeah, searching for the crystal stars, are you now? So you really are a hero. Well, you're definitely not You're definitely gonna need my help. Of course you're gonna need my help if you're gonna hope to get those bad boys. So first you should look for the key to this box, then use it to let me out, definitely. By the way, the key looks like this. It's black, and it's pretty generic too. Well, what do you think we ought to do, Mario? I say we get that black key. Well, I know my vote goes to you finding that key. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. Come on, being stuck in a box is no picnic. I'm counting on you, oh great legendary hero. Alright, so that box does sounds kind of serious. Let's just drop down this one right here. Take a little leap of faith. And here's the black key. A strange black key. What could it be used for? Well, assuming that, you know, we just talked to a black box that mentioned this key. Let's just climb these stairs back up once again, and let's just give it to the black box. Just up here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You bought the key? Yes. Oh man, I owe you big. Alright, let's slot it in that little hole in the chest. Yes, thanks. Thank nothing. Ha! We fools. I really don't want to have myself reading big text like that. You know, where the text is big and they infer you to like shout or something. Oh boy, did you fall for it. I burnt you. Wait, what? You think I was going to help you? Instead, I'm going to spread a little of the suffering I've endured in that stupid box. Yeah, sorry for those are the breaks. I'm going to cast an evil, terrible curse upon you. Buggy, you're cursed. We enjoy that curse, sucker. You got what he deserved. Yeah, for shoving your brother along the slide. Just being way too mainstream. You're going to hear all about the sweet curse I just dropped. You listen well. From now on, if you press Y on certain areas, you'll turn into a paper airplane. Trembling yet? Suffer the rest of your days under my terrible curse. Wee. What's up the wee? You pig. Trying to be like a piggy. Oh, I can't help you but chortle. You're doomed. This curse is pretty rough, I guess, so I suppose I owe you one to explain it. Ready, if you stand on the airplane panel like this one, the floor will start to glow. Yeah, and once you're on the panel, just try pressing Y, and then bam, you're a paper airplane. Yeah. Or paper in disguise. We can tilt left and right. I'm just gonna bridge the rest. But we can tilt left or right. We can sustain ourselves in the air for a little bit. It's like gliding, but it's totally the worst thing that's ever happened to me, right? Yes, I get it. It's terrible. I zoned out. What was that? Better say the one on the bottom, because if you say the one on the top, then it means you have to do this tutorial all over again. And you know, since this is like my 8th or 9th time playing this game, I think I got it. All right, so how ironic that black box man that was. Wow, just wow. What was that guy's beef? I don't know, but he really thought that torturing us would actually mean torture us. But you know that torture is, in a way, just benefits us. So one thing I really like to do with this this little airplane panel, you could just be dumb and just go on the very edge like this. But I think hey, can I make it like that? Oh, never mind that. But in other cases, it's best to just do it. They're just transform into a paper airplane on the very tip as you can. So you're for certain that you get to the destination that you want to get to from the paper airplane, like we did just there. Oh, Mario Kumbella, look at that. It's ancient, which is what the music suggests. It's the 1,000-year door, spoken of the legends. I can't believe it's real. Roll credits. Nah, I'm only kidding. So the legend are all true. There it is, big as life. Come, let's move closer. Alright, wouldn't hurt. Hey, what's the deal with this weird pedestal, huh? What could it be, you think? Well, last time I tried standing on a pedestal, some staff person told me to get off it. Alright, so we'll just stand on it. Professor, what's going on? Well, the only thing that's going on is we got the touch, and we got the power. All hell is breaking loose. We are riding through the eye of the storm. I really don't know. But anyways, our power is surging in our mystical map. And he's just leading the way. Just doing what a map is supposed to do. But it's special because when you take it to this area and once in a blue moon, maybe not a blue moon, but like it's specific parts of the game, well, then we get this. The location of the crystal star has been recorded on your magical map. And Mario has learned a special move you can now use, Sweet Treat. Each time you get a crystal star, you'll learn a new special move. Alright, so be sure to know that. So I think it would be wise to go for that crystal star because we'll get some really nice stuff from those crystal stars. What's with those crazy lights? Oh, next time he says like that, I'm trying my best to like make some gravelly noise that Harrison Ford makes. It appears that information related to the locations of the crystal stars appeared. Oh yes, he says so right there, and it's colorful too, unlike the other parts of the map. And that shining light, it looks like as if a mysterious power was given to Mario. Well, one way or another, we should return to my place and study the map closely.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the game will once again give us some generous backtracking. And then we'll be seen in the house of Professor Frankly. Haha, see, I'll get better at that part. You understand it, Professor? My dear, of course I do. Firstly, about that light we saw shining on Mario. By my reckoning, Mario can now perform what is known as a special move. Yeah, and it deserves red text. A special move. Yes, stuff like this is better explained by example rather than words. Would you rather try it out? This is a tutorial that's optional, so no thanks. I think I'll do it on my own time. This is very important. You better listen. I mean it. Are you ready to listen? No thanks. Nah, I'm good. You're absolutely sure. Well, alright then. Let's have a look at what that Let's have a look at that magical map and see what we can learn about the... Wow, it's outstanding. This map has radar-like functions. It now shows the location of a crystal star. It looks like the first crystal star could be found in a place called the Petal Meadows. Petal Meadows? So, Snake. Why just copy person's dialogue and just, form it into a question like that. Yes, the area is a vast meadow that lies to the far east of Rogueport. I think I tried. To tell you the truth, I've always thought that place was tad suspicious. The name Petal Meadows did come up from time to time in my research. I don't research. That's your thing, not my thing. Okay, fine. So we'll go through there. Does anyone know how to get there or what? I'm fairly certain that there's someone beneath the city is a pipe to Petal Meadows. If you could just find that, you'd get there instantly. Pipe travel is efficient. Yes, it could lead to many special places. Either the sewers, or just a place with a lot of coins. Sorry, I just skip all that dialogue because I got sidetracked. From Princess Peach, really? Your Highness sent this to you, Mario? That magical map that you just gave me? This Princess Peach? This wouldn't be her, wouldn't it? Yeah. That picture that you showed us. Can you imagine Professor Frankly just showing his smartphone and just looked up a picture of Princess Peach and that's where he got it from? So it is her. Your princess came to me the other day. She wanted to learn about the treasure. I told her about the crystal stars, about the suspicions about Petal Meadows. It doesn't seem likely, but perhaps she tried to go to Petal Meadows on her own. You know, Professor, there is a lot of suspicious group asking about the same thing. But I thought I can't imagine Princess Peach getting involved with them. Alright, it's settled. Off to Petal Meadows with you two. If Princess Peach indeed went there, your first priority must to catch up with her. Collecting the crystal stars is a means to an end, and that end is Princess Peach. Ooh, I told myself I wouldn't do voices like this, but yeah, I'm trying, man. Aren't you coming, Professor? No, I'll stay in town and ask about Princess Peach and that suspicious gang. Besides, I doubt a shriveled old Goomba like me could handle the trials of the road. Of course, if anything happens and you need some advice, come see me, okay? You got it, Professor. Well, Mario, we're off. Alright, with that, we have a few things. First, that sweet treat, which we could get in a moment. Wait just a moment. I'm not done with dialogue. It was long, but you gotta extend it. Power Smash, what's this? It's an item we could use. Possibly. Mario, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this with you. It's called a badge, and it's solely helpful, incredibly helpful. You see, depending on the badges you've equipped, you'll get much more powerful. What's important is knowing is that what the effects will be when you first equip a badge. Would you like to practice equipping and removing badges? I got it. I think I can learn it on my own. Are you absolutely sure? This is the last time I'll ask. Do you want to practice? Nah, I'm good. By the way, you'll need flower points to use the Power Smash move. In battle, you should watch not only your HP, but FP too. Did you get all that? Well, there's nothing... There's hoping... Here's hoping you could find the pipes of pedal metals. What am I trying to read here? I'm trying to read the box, not trying to improvise or whatever. So anyways, we'll go over what Professor Franklin is going to ask us. If we push right on the D-pad, yeah, I think it's different with each direction on that. But for right now, it's right. We'll be brought to this menu, which nothing. We can select the badge, equip it, press it again, de-equip it. But for right now, since this is the only badge we have for right now, it's best to just keep it equipped for a long time's sake. And with that, I think nothing is left but to go back into the Rogueport sewers, and then we'll try and use our ability that we just learned from the black box, and just utilize the paper airplane mode and get to places here and beyond. But down here is a Goomba that I would like to hit, and I hope there's not just one, but yeah, two. So that means I'll be able to show off the sweet treat. Or not, or so I want to. No, I'm kidding. This is not a battle that's well suited to be using the sweet treat. So I'm kidding. But I will use the sweet treat at some point in this video. Alright, so we got that one battle. That, it's not really in our way, but I just went out of our way to get that. And my tip for that paper airplane, you usually just keep like surging left on the control stick, and that's in my way the best way to pilot that plane. That thing's kind of soggy, very soggy and wet. Seems to be almost inviting us to do something, doesn't it? But what? Press X to display this dialogue. You can jump on it, but you'd totally ruin your shoes, so just hammer it. But it'd totally ruin my hammer, so what do I do there? Yeah, the hammer is, yeah, it's gonna be inferior to the jump, probably, in this, but, one thing, before we do this, I'll show off what happens when you push different directions on the D-pad. Push up, you pull up the gear. Right, as I've already said, is badges. Down is the journal, and left is the party. If you press Z, then you can see all that options in the bottom left, so it's there. Without further ado, let's just not dilly daller, but let's whack it. Bloop, that hurts. Alright, so with that case, we are in our first boss battle of the game, besides Lord Crump, which is a tutorial battle in a way. Blub, blub, blub. What's with that serious moxie? That's who? Blub, 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 blub. Would you look at that? It's some saucy mustachio guy. Blubby blue. He's in the world for a hurt. I like the translations of Bloopnamese. I'll give him a chance. A taste of my old tentacle trample. Hey Mario, you remember what Professor Franklin told us, right? You can press up, but you can press Y to change your attack order. If your HP drops, you can press Y and put me in front. We cannot flee from this fight. That means This is a battle that we simply cannot run away from. And that was another feature that could be used, but you know, if we were to be able to run away, we have to tap the A button to make sure it's successful, and however, the downside in that process, we could be losing a few coins. So, chances are you won't be seeing me use the runaway option, unless if there's a battle that I simply cannot win, and therefore I will have to run away. Right now, that's not the case, but since we got that star power, I'm going to be doing a little bit more explaining, but since we have the star power, the battle system thing is going to be a lot different, because now we have a set of audience. That's what the number is in the bottom left. The more audiences we have, that means the more star power we get, and the more star power that we get, that means the faster our star power meter, which is that blue bar thing in the top of the screen, the more of that replenishes our star power. So that means the audience can help us regenerate the power that's required to use our sweet treat, which I promise we'll use it like sometime in this battle. But I'm gonna go ahead and just power smash this as our first attack. But first, I totally forgot how to use a tattle. But I'll be sure to use it. That's a blooper. It's really a super humongous one, too. Yeah, it's all slimy. Just totally can't stand slimy, nasty, icky things. Gross. Gross. Max G speed 12, attack power is 1, defense is 0. It attacks with tentacles and ink. Once you damage both of its tentacles, it'll fall down. Then it's attack time. By the way, those tentacles each have 3 HP. Now relax on the house, and that's the slimy, nasty. Let me try and reword this. Now relax on and house on that slimy, nasty blooper. Hey, mustache. You think I'd taste you good? Aren't you? Admit it. You want to stack on these tentacles, don't you? You darn blooping. I like seafood. Nope. Text screwed me up, but alright. No, these are just fireflies that I could use, but... Alright, here's where I could be using the sweet treat. Since, you know, I used some flower points, and I have a few HP left. But, alright, we're just gonna be charging with the left stick like this, and release to throw. Try and get these as much icons as we can. Avoid the poison mushrooms, like that. If you get that, then, like, they pretty much unplug your controller for a little bit. But it looks like we did a pretty good job. We got most of it, and our HP and FP is restored based on how many of those icons you can hit. Alright, I think right now would be a good idea to use a fire flower, which I should have used on the other tentacle, but instead I power smashed it. Alright, now that we took down one of the, or not one of the, but both tentacles, that means we can use the power smash, and let's show something off a little bit unique. Oh, I totally screwed that up, but with the stylish commands that I did mention a little bit back ago, but you can use the stylish moves to just make the make the audience just go electric just from that, and that in turns that will the audience will give you more geez, yeah, I explain this, but the more stylish moves you do like that in a row, that means the audience will give you more star power. But bloop, rest in peace. And thanks to that, the blooper was guarding the platforms which we can jump on, and just be really careful not to fall into the water. All right, Goombella just stop screwing up like that. But all right, here we are. This is the pipe that leads to the Petal Meadow. So this is the part that concludes the prologue, and I think that's going to be our stopping point for this video. So till then, so that's going to do it for this part. Till next time for another part of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, as we're going to be going down this pipe and exploring the Petal Meadows. So till then, I'll see you guys next time.